Gene Galin here in Pittsboro, the home of the Chargers and also of Mr. Gus Ritchey, who just committed to UNC today at noontime. It was a big event.
Yes, sir.
But you're a junior this year, so why did you decide to commit so early?
So first things first, it's kind of a stressful process. Sometimes you just want to kind of like, you want to get it over with. But also, not only just not being stressful, but I felt home. I felt like UNC was the place. I felt, me and my family talked when we were there, and we were so comfortable. Mike Brown just said amazing things, so did Coach Cross, and I mean, overall, it was just amazing. And I just wanted to say, hey, like, I want to be a Tar Heel. I want to be a UNC player. Why don't I just make my decision right now and not make it publicly known right now? And they loved it. They thought it was amazing. Today was the period where college coaches can officially talk to rising juniors. So I got to talk with Mac Brown and all of them, and overall it was an amazing experience, and I feel great. So.
You mentioned your family. I actually have seen you out with your mom at one of the games, pre-game stuff. And
yes.
How was your mom and dad involved in this thing?
They're definitely majorly involved. I always have an opinion on something, but it's always good to have other opinions as well. Really, it was a hard conversation because, you had other schools in mind as well. But, I had a couple schools in mind, and they just said, hey, Gus, like, look, if you want to come here, that's totally fine. And I said, I'm thinking, like, I really want to. Are you guys feeling comfortable? They're like, yeah, we're feeling really good about this place, guys. So you make your decision if you want to. I said, all right, then I'm making it right now. And they were so super ecstatic and just so excited. And I was just, fortunate enough to, be in the position I'm in, and I'm just so grateful. So yes, they definitely made a big impact over the decision too.
One of the other sports writers out there had mentioned that the proximity of Pittsboro to Chapel Hill kind of played into that decision. Did that play into it any?
I mean, somewhat, like, I would say somewhat, but I mean, like, just like overall, like the culture and everything as well. Like, you just gotta look at the culture aspect, the education, your degree. I'm majoring in business, most definitely, and most likely would be trying to minor in engineering or something like that, or pre-med. But overall, I mean, I say really the main ones is family, getting a good feel, relationship, culture, and like just that's mainly my one. So. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to have to ask this question because I've seen you out there on the sidelines at a different university, a little bit further down the road with a different color scheme. What's the scoop with that?
So they were actually the ones I was deciding on the factor. It was a really tough decision. Those coaches that are over there have done a phenomenal job of recruiting me. They've been recruiting me for a couple years now, since I was in the 8th grade. They saw something in me, and I can't thank them enough for not only giving me a scholarship to play there, but also believing in my talents. They always said I was a top guy, but sometimes you just got to find what's best for you, what fits for you, and what's comfortable with your family too. So I can't thank them enough, but I think UNC was the best decision for my future purposes. So. All
right, and you took Coach Mitch with you was it last week or 2 weeks ago?
This past weekend.
You kind of made his day, wasn't it? I think he got more excited about it than you did.
I think he was too. Honestly, I think he literally was so excited because he's been there one time. That was a spring game, but I mean, he loves UNC. He loves Mac Brown, and he has always spoken really high on UNC. And I listen to him every time he has, and it showed Saturday, and I was missing it, and I was really wanting to see what he's been talking about this whole time, and I saw it Saturday, and I was like, okay, you know what, this is the place. I want to stay home, and I think this is the right decision. So I'm really excited for it, and I'm really excited that he's really fired up about it too.
All right, couple more, actually 3 more questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
One, do you still get to come out to the sidelines now that you're committed for the game?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll be actually there against South Carolina. When the Heels play against South Carolina, I'll be there in the Panther Stadium. And I can't wait to see what they do. So.
All right, and are you bringing your mom and dad along for that? I've noticed that sometimes you brought out like half the team with you when you've gone out.
Yeah, so sometimes especially it's only a couple tickets, so I'm definitely taking my parents this time, or I might take a coach just in depending on work situations with my parents and stuff. But overall, like whoever I bring, they're gonna love it. I'm gonna love it. I can't wait to, no, not talking bad, but I can't wait for the heels to whoop some butt that day. So yeah.
Nothing bad with that. Second question. Tell me about the tattoo there on your sleeve.
Oh, okay. So I'm not actually. I have 2 more sessions on it. I'm not finished. I gotta finish the whole arm, but it's a tribal tattoo. It's kind of. I've always wanted a tribal tattoo, and I've always loved lions.
When you say tribal tattoo, what does that mean?
Basically, I mean, there can be some reasonings behind it, like either your culture, or it could just be a design of it. That's what I kind of picked, was a design of it. And basically, I always like lions, and I always like I don't know, lions are my favorite animal. So I was like, I love tribal tattoos, I love lions, why don't we just put it in together and that'll be okay. So I got a couple more sessions to finish, but I'm really, it's a cool feeling when I got it, but yeah, I gotta get it finished.
Right.
So
we gotta finish up because you gotta get ready for practice.
Sir.
Last question.
Yes, sir.
What are two or three things that put the biggest smile on your face at the recruiting process with UNC?
The first thing was seeing my family happy, seeing that they were comfortable, and seeing that they they knew that this was the right place. I think the second thing was how Coach Brown and Coach Cross took their time when they had commits everywhere, and they had somebody committing that day, and they knew it was going to UNC. Honestly, that was an amazing feeling, them taking their time throughout the whole day to hang out with me. And the third thing, kind of getting it over with, and it's hometown, it's down the road, and you know what, and it's a really true blessing, and I can't wait to, in the next 2 years, to be in that stadium playing for Pittsboro and representing Pittsboro, so I'm really excited. Actually,
I do have one last question. Are you playing basketball again this year?
Most likely. Depending on, I have to talk to my coaches about it, actually at UNC, and see what they feel like doing. But I think they'll give me the thumbs up. I'll let you know as soon as possible if they don't. But I'm looking forward to playing basketball, so yeah.
See, now that leads into one more last question. Do you feel that having played basketball and football has helped you in this whole process?
Oh, most definitely. I would tell you, any people that are young watching, it builds one thing is builds endurance and athleticism, and other thing is you get to move around. You're pretty agile in the basketball court, so if you're doing that on the basketball court and it's building your athleticism, you translate that in the football field, you're going to be a nightmare. So honestly, yes, it does. Totally agree with people talk about. Does basketball translate to football? Most definitely, 100% agreeable, and I would recommend doing it. So
all right, we're going to let you go to practice. Yes, Gus, thank you very much.
Thank you.